Let that shit slide. Let that shit slide.
Man, put the eighth down and come solve these problems.
What they call you where you from?
Taj Mahal.
Now, I know you as Taj. That's what they call you.
That's what they call me.
No other nicknames?
Nah, T and Taj Mahal. I was named after the Taj Mahal, literally. So I pretty much, once I found out the meaning as a jitterbug, I pretty much drove that home. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm Taj Mahal, signing in my yearbook, early age, you know.
So if we have people who are listening and they don't want to Google, what does it mean?
Taj means crown. When you put it together, it's crown one. But the act of Taj Mahal was like the ultimate act of love. If you look at the historical context for what he did for his wife.
See, I don't know about none of that.
Yeah. So essentially,
put me up on something.
It's royal type, bloodline type situation. But yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you bestowed that name. Then not everybody can like even get something like that.
Yeah.
Shit. Family, mom, dad, like close ones, they calling you Taj?
Yeah, Taj Mahal, like for real. Even my daughter, Taj Mahal.
Wait a minute, what?
Yeah.
Wait.
My daughter called me two things, either Taj Mahal or the Brunch.God. Like, that's what she called me. Like,
Thank you for bringing that up, because no one calls you that. Like I'm trying to nudge him, but I ain't gonna.
They call me Taj T. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. All right.
I have a question. The Brunch.God?
Yeah. So I'm gonna tell you how this started. So
she loved brunch, bro.
So,
You perked her the fuck up.
So
really
P game.
Wait.
I'm real deal.
I leave with that next time. That's where she at.
I just switched my name back on Instagram a month ago to Taj Mahal because it was Brunch.God for the last like 5 years. And the way it started is because first I'm private by nature, like I'm real inconspicuous, like for real. Mm-hmm. So we traveled a lot. Like I'm talking about state to state, country to country, eating brunch for real. So I would never really be posting me. I'd be posting the different places I'm going and brunch. And so I fell in love with like the brunch, the whole vibe. When I got out of the whole club scene, brunches was my thing. You could still get your fix of the music and the good food, better vibes and chill. So it was kind of like a joke, the Brunch.God, but it took off. People started really like subscribing to the idea of a Brunch.God. So it was more so, play, but nah, that's where it came.
Oh, that is awesome.
Yeah.
Like, right, you leave with that for me. Like,
Yeah. So we really did, like, DC turned me out. To be honest with you, DC introduced me, that was my introduction to, like, brunches, what everybody knows brunches now.
Right.
Because everybody in the nation does it now. But when I first heard about that kind of brunch, that was isolated. And then it was Texas and Atlanta, and both of those places are heavy brunch. And then now Florida and everybody else kind of get onto it. But yeah, that's where I got it from. Yeah.
So do you like now, like, I guess they kind of intertwine the whole day party thing too?
Yeah. So I want you to twerk over my omelet. You know, that's not just kidding. But seriously though, I worked in clubs for 10 years. So for me, clubs, I get a little anxiety about the atmosphere. I'm not necessarily having fun. I'm on security mode. Yeah. So when I'm at brunch, I can eat, which I'm a big dude. So that's, you know what I'm saying? We drinking. And then you get the vibe of people vibing to different music. So, and the music normally for brunch is more upbeat and more like trying to make you feel good. You know what I'm saying? So that's why. And I also think the spirits in the daytime are a whole lot less evasive. So people on the alcohol in the daytime aren't as aggressive or as intimidating as when you're at night. You know what I'm saying? So I like the vibe better.
All right. Well, that's cool. So, I don't know. I mean, should I call you maybe Taj or should I call you Brunch.God? How you feeling?
I'm artist formerly known as the Brunch.
I like that symbol.
No, Taj, cool.
Okay. All right.
What's your motto in life? Words to live by or the words to die to? You got anything like that?
Yeah. Just a couple of them. Progression, not perfection. The more I know nothing at all. And stand on your word, man. Stand on your word. Guard your reputation at all costs.
Say that first one for me one more time.
Progression, not perfection.
That resonated with me. The second one did too. I got wisdom out of that second one. But that first one, can you break that one down for me a little bit? Like what it mean to you? Like, you know,
social media world, man, it's a constant reminder to others and myself. There's such a attraction to being or appearing perfect today. It gives you no room for growth. Also, when I started realizing that people were asking me to be on a platform of speaking, I want to put it straight out there. Don't put me on, like, don't do me like you do your preacher when you're expecting something so godly that he can't make a mistake. I need you to know that I'm trying to live righteously, but I will cuss your ass out if have to be. So it's progression because I leave room for error. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, and I also find like it is perfection in the pursuit of progression. You know what I'm saying? Not that you're perfect because you're doing everything right, but you're perfect because you're always trying to elevate and go to another level. So that's why it's like progression, not perfection.
Yeah. There's a few things in that. Like, so with the motion, even like with the progression, let's say you might fail in this endeavor, you still fall forward and you can get up and keep going. Like, you know what I'm saying? But you got that motion. I think it's like inertia or something like that to where
Newton's law of motion, but the object in motion stays motionless.
You know what I'm saying? So you need that motion. You know what I'm saying? Don't get stagnant. Yeah. You know, like, but you can't get bogged down in the details of that perfection. And so, I don't know, I've heard that, you know, like in the sense of it's better to just get it done than to try to perfect it.
So the main reason too is because the only time what you're doing seems like it's not enough is when you're comparing to somebody else or somebody else's highlight reel. Yeah. So she'll tell you like, my thing is I'm working against who I was last year, last month, or last week. It's not a comparison to your shit. So the progression is set on our own standard, like my standard, what I see myself. Like I said, I don't have no ideology of trying to be perfect. I don't really care about all that. You know what I'm saying? I really want you to see the blood raw. I feel it's more relative, but so that's why for years, that's why I've been posting on social media, progressive talk. Everything that says progressive talk, you know, because we don't want to act that we've arrived. You're trying to get there. You know what I'm saying? So, and life is a constant change and movement of location anyway, you know. Yeah. Your goal 5 years ago, you probably superseded it, and now you got a new, plateaued out. Now you're trying to go to a whole nother level. So,
yeah, I get that. Now, that second one you hit me with, I got wisdom out of that. I should have wrote it down.
The more I know, I realize I know nothing at all.
I've had conversations with people, and they be like, "You intelligent, or you smart, or you educated. You know a lot," and I'm like, I feel you on that. But bro, I don't really know shit. Like I'm still learning every day. And with what I know right now, like if somebody could bring something else that make more sense logically, like I drop all this shit and I'm going with that. Like that's how I am. I'm a forever student, but I enjoy to teach and I think I can teach well. You know what I'm saying? So I use my skill set to do that. But at the same time, man, I don't know shit. Yeah. That's really, I said all that to say, I don't know nothing.
I think that's a beautiful place to be in. Like, that's rooted in hunger, too. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you realize, like, everybody I know who's an avid reader like you or myself or whatever, we kind of have that same disposition with it because every book is exposed to something new. Every time you travel somewhere, it's exposed to something new. And the shit you thought was just like the blueprint, you realize, damn, it was this. And so it's a rabbit hole, really. But it's exciting. I feel like exposure is what changes everything about who we think we are. Changes our trajectory too. So,
man, that changed a lot. Like, I'm gonna share something with you, man, because you gave me a lot. I grew up as an only child, but I come from a big family, and all my cousins like used to be around me a lot. So I look at them like my brothers. I grew up with my first and second cousins like this all the time. Only reason I'm bringing this story up is because my mom and our family, especially on both sides, really. They look at her as like the success. She like the success story. You know what I'm saying? Like one who made it out type stuff. You know, got a good job, all this type of stuff, whatever. She used to help the family solve all the problems, all that stuff. Anyways, all I'm saying is this. My cousins didn't really have a lot, but she would always make sure that if I would go places, she would bring them with us. And I used to like it because I got my cousins with me, but she was doing it more for just the exposure. Just the experiences. Yeah. You don't know what you don't know, but like you gotta go see and experience to see like it's bigger out here. You can go get it.
Yeah.
And she used to do that for all of my friends, like Dre, like just anybody who was close to me. She would always make sure to do that type of stuff. When you said exposure, that hit home to me because a lot of times with us, we limit it because we don't have the experiences or the exposure. Mm-hmm. Sometimes we just need to go see something different. Just to be like, oh, shit. Oh, my damn. I didn't know it was like this over here.
Yeah.
Oh okay. Yeah. And this regular? Oh, I'm coming for this shit, but I ain't know. I didn't fucking know.
You said something earlier that stood out to me. You probably didn't know. You were telling your lady about George Jenkins being that side of town. Like,
oh, talk to him. Talk him on. Break it down.
So I'm going to say this. When I grew up on the north side and we went to the Boys and Girls Club, right over there by Rochelle, right across from the bottom, they would take us on these field trips, and they took us to Family Fun Center. Remember that? You ever been to Family Fun Center? Yes, sir. I literally thought this was another city. It literally was just the south side of town. When I went over there, I thought I was going somewhere totally different because I had no exposure to that. On the flip side, too, the same, me and my lady talk about this all the time, the same block she grew up off of. If you ever grew up in the hood, you out there, you played outside, you rode the bicycles, you ran around after dark. Your parents had to make you come home when the lights came on.
Oh, yeah.
Those same places you might lock your doors now because you've been exposed to what better living and what it really is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think a lot of times it's just the blindness of, what's going on, the unknown.
I'm going to go a little bit deeper. You tell me what you think on this because I enjoy talking to children, bro. Like, so we're taught to be afraid.
Yeah.
It's the innocence of a child. So that same danger was there. You just was out there oblivious to it.
Yeah.
So you just living your life.
That's real.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But as you get older, I'm not even going to say it's wisdom. It really literally is fear, in my opinion. Like, you just turn the TV on.
Yeah.
Everything negative. Just it's always pushed on you negative. So you're conditioned to either.
Now you're talking about why I broke out of religion. Same thought process.
All right. Yeah.
Same thought process.
Yeah.
Like, if your fib mongering can't work on me. If what you can't present to me is absolute truth and facts, like I'm comfortable enough to respect your situation, your belief system, but I'm trying to scare me straight. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same thing, you're right. When it came to kids, like we were just living. And I think that's one of the reasons why we were able to get so much excitement in something that would have been so few or so small, as opposed to now it takes a lot to get us as adults. Most of it takes a lot to get us happy and to remain happy. But as a kid, you could drink the water out the water faucet, play pick 'em up bus to go up the street. And you literally like, it's the best thing ever. Sega Genesis broke, you blowing all in the cartridge and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was like beautiful. That was beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's simple. But, and like even every time when you travel, you visit other places, people like, oh, they live in such and such. How? Cause you say they are. The people be looking happy as shit to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They be looking super happy and fulfilled based off of regular. Yeah.
I know what you're
We
saying.
in that matrix though, man. It's that matrix, man.
You said it.
And I'm definitely guilty because I gotta have a new phone. I gotta have this, gotta have jewels. I gotta have,
So you could say see, I don't know you like that, but I'm just going surface level, right? With what you do, I think the image, like it plays, it goes a long way. So even if you say like you don't need it and you want it, it helps though. Like the whole, the package, your jewels, you know what I'm saying? Like, the best way I can say that is just like, cause you saying, I heard what you said. I'm not finna try to piecemeal it. You said you need it. So do you think you need it? Let's go there. Let me ask cause I'm making statements.
What you mean, what aspect? Like jewels?
Yeah, cause you said that you need
jewels in me. Like, that's just built in me. Like, that's a part of my DNA. Not only just from, that's the culture I was raised on. That's something I embrace, you know what I'm saying? But even historically speaking, man, if we talking about conduits and we talking about connecting, like gold specifically, you know what I'm saying? That's something I'm on. So Yeah, jewels, but like other things, other vices, no, they may be more optional, but I've let it, become a vice, like a phone, or social media specifically. These things I probably shouldn't have, or to the level I have it on, you know what I'm saying? Specifically how much, cause I ain't gonna lie, it can become addiction.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
If you let it control you.
Yeah.
But jewels, if you need it to conduct business, then how can you go against that?
Yeah.
Cause I don't really understand like today how we can conduct business without social media.
I don't understand either.
I've been trying to figure a way around it because I'm not really a fan of it, but I know that it's something that is needed.
Like even right now, like I've been in community doing community work for a long time. And like now that we just started our first 501c3, they talking about the optics. Well, nigga, we weren't putting out the camera to record good deeds before. Not saying it was bad or good, because I feel two ways about it actually now, but realizing that different corporations or different potential partners want to see that in order for them to know your impact. Like that's just the day and age we in right now. So business wise, you can't, and even if you got a product and you're not doing nonprofit, you can't sell your shit if it ain't present. Like the thing I was saying earlier, they voted me one of the top 10 people in Tampa. That's through connections through social media. You feel me? Like for whatever they appear to think, like, cause they don't know my life. I'm gonna be honest with you. And I don't think nobody's life is realer than mine included. You know what I'm saying? So, but some people literally legitimize everything they see. So they hit me up like, oh, I see you doing this. Oh, you doing this. On top of that, they had, I developed over 50 people to become a 6-figure earners. So together with that and then the image and then the spiritual side, it was like, oh, we need you on the stage. It was like, okay, cool. But that's through social media, through people I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? That's the beautiful part of it.
Did you get more support from people you didn't know or the people that you kind of knew from the dirt?
I can't say that. I know that's everybody's plight, but that's not mine.
Good.
I can honestly say, if I call a person to come support, they coming. But I show a hell of a lot of support too. In any business or any avenue we've done, I've never they'd be like, they only support popular people. They only do this. My motto was always, well, become popular. Like I'm solution based. Whatever it is to get these people to do whatever you need them to do, find that solution. Don't complain about it. And I find a lot of times the reason why people aren't supportive is because of the ego. Nobody want to be the first person to reach out. I call you, be like, hey, what event you got? I'm pulling up. Like I do it a lot. You know what I'm saying? You got books that's dropped. Like Sakia, she just dropped a book. I bought like 15 of them. That's how I think, because if you really talking pro-black or autonomy, or you talking pro-us, right, that starts with support. Even if it's just a reshare they post.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like, Lord, when I put out enough energy for that, like I feel like what I put in the universe, like literally when I call somebody, they come, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's always been the case, at least as an adult. So for me, I get a lot of support. Now, the difference is I think a lot of support online don't come with contingencies a lot. So because when it's your people and they know you, they supporting, but that tally, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of times, another person that don't know you may be supporting you because they realize you're going to open a doorway. They can open a doorway for you. It's different. You know what I'm saying? But people that know you, it does come with, a little bit more attachment.
Has someone ever given you a last chance? And for what?
Not romantically.
You can see, so watch this. That's where your mind went. So that's probably the first one. That might be the best story if you want to go there.
Everyone's mind goes.
Right, but bro, you make them all the time if you really sit back and think about it. First move, keep you safe. First move, what?
I think I gave myself.
Stay dangerous.
I think I gave myself. I think I went through this period where I was messing up for a minute, bro. Just not understanding who I was supposed to be or walking in any sort of a purpose. So literally, like if I look back at some of I call them hustles, but some of the things I've done, it didn't even make sense. Like there wasn't even no reason. Like you just, whatever person bring, you just doing it. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I think I ended up catching a big charge. And the charge actually had nothing to do with any hustle at all. I was actually innocent of charge, but it spooked me that fast of how quickly somebody else can have total control of your life.
In any moment of this whole situation, was there like a thought of like, oh no, I shouldn't do this? Like, was there like some type of like gut feeling or not really? Cause I ain't gonna put that on it.
I think the reason it didn't, and it probably should have, is cause I've always been an in and out. Like, I tell you, I'm scared of addictions. So I do something and it is. And they do something. So it was never like a greed where I just keep going on this particular one. Mm. So I didn't probably have that feel. Mm. You know what I'm saying? But, like I said, until you sitting in this, like, you don't have no control of the situation. They're talking about minimum 5.5, 30 years you may be facing. That's a different conversation. And for me, having control of my life is very, very important to me. So I think that was.
Wait a minute. Having control of your life, be that like the decisions you're making, that's going to put you in a place to where you won't have that type of control. So you want to take it back.
Whether location or mental, like.
Oh, okay. You know I want to make sure I understood that.
For me, that's what I'm saying. So when people be like, oh, why you don't try certain drugs or why you don't do this? Like, I never took any other drug besides weed, and I don't even think weed a drug. Right. It's because I never wanted to lose control. I literally didn't want to lose control. That was a fear of mine. Probably still is in a sense. You know, to be honest with you.
Yeah, you like the control.
Yeah, I like that control of it. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Now, I know I asked you that question, but damn, I don't even know if you really gave me a specific, because, okay, in the sense of, ultimatum? No, damn. Oh, it was, I guess that is the ultimatum.
No, you said which one gave me a last chance?
Yeah. So in the sense of, has someone ever given you a last chance, and for what? I feel like you kind of gave me a last chance, but you didn't really give me what it was for. You know,
so I don't think I really have a real example. I think
anybody in life.
That was myself giving me one, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah.
That was myself. Because I knew like it can only spiral out of control. But I think it's back to that control thing. Mm. You can't ultimatum me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
not even mama.
Nah. I mean,
cause see, when I ask these type of questions, I know we take it we might take it in the now, but I'm saying your life.
Romantic,
I ain't saying it ever happened, but
romantic, and my daughter would probably be the only people that had the kind of power to be able to even do that. Mm. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody else would give me no last. I'm not trying to be funny, but they don't have that kind of, you know what I'm saying? They're not on the top of the food chain. Like, and luckily, like, I take care of my mom. My mom live with us. Yeah. But luckily, because of the way I was raised, I don't have like the abrasive in your business mom that most people like that's scared to move their mom in the house. I left at an early age, so I don't deal with that whole hierarchy of, you know, lack of better words, I'm King Dingaling and my shit. You know what I'm saying?
Respect factor.
Yeah. So I think if my daughter and my lady would be the only, and they haven't put me in a position where it's like your last chance, so to speak.
I ask that question a lot, mostly because I ain't saying you or me, but just generally, we'll give an ultimatum. We'll give one quick, but it's rare that we receive it well. So I like to see how people just receive when people come in at them kind of sideways. You know what I'm saying? That's really what it is, because can't nobody give you no fucking ultimatum. Like, in my opinion, like, unless they got a gun to your head or some deadly type shit. And even then, you still got a choice to a certain, you know what the other choice is, but you got a choice nonetheless. So ain't nobody really give you one. That's my opinion.
And if you talking astrology, my sign is probably the worst sign to give an ultimatum to. You feel me? Like this, we gonna buck just for the sake of bucking. Like the ultimatum may make sense, but the fact that you think the fact that you think you can do this to me is like, hey, nah. I'm just being honest, and it's the strength and the weakness in that, but that's the truth. But that's just the truth surrounding the situation. So we're known as the philosophers and the travelers of the zodiac.
I'm listening to you. Keep going.
We're known as the philosophers and travelers of the zodiac. So I say that to say this. You could have just came to me and talked it out and had a regular conversation as opposed to giving me an ultimatum, because I would have been receptive to that. You know what I'm saying? And then I don't mind. I'm flighty, so I don't mind leaving. You know what I'm saying? So,
for your birthday. Yeah, no, I feel you on that.
On his birthday.
I am, but we gonna get it. We gonna get it out. We gonna get that shit out.
The hidden powers of everyday things. It's pretty cool, actually.
Oh,
it's
shit.
actually quite what. Yeah.
So
I'm gonna order that on Amazon. I ain't ordered that or something.
I've had this book for quite some time, bro. Like way before I even started reading like that. And this is one of them I just held on to because everybody I show this book to, I don't care if you into astrology or not, it's you. It's gonna break you down. Like it's weird. Like, yeah. And then I done read it a few times in different parts of my life where I caught something like, oh shit, this is me now. But when I read it then, I didn't even catch that part. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it just keep going. It keep going. So. Yeah, bro. It's a strong one.
What is it? Hidden power, everyday things?
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, I appreciate you going there with me. All right. Well, how about this? Let's lighten the mood a little bit. When have you ever made a first move? Let's go there. When have you ever made a first move?
All the time, really.
Mm-hmm. I just need one.
Well, before I ask, in what capacity you mean like first move?
I love it. Well, that shit happen all the time, don't it?
It does.
That's funny. So, yeah, super vague, bro. I'm super vague. So wherever your mind went with it, like, and you feel comfortable talking about it, go there. Wherever. And cause we can talk about it. That's the thing. Now, you give me a lot already to where I'm like, I know he done made some first moves and this and this and this.
Yeah,
I don't want to nudge you.
It's crazy. Okay. My natural nature is always make first moves. So whether it's like when I did it in business as an independent contractor, I was the first to jump ship from my city to go out there. I was the first to take on different contracts. Hell, even when the other side to me, I always initiated everything. It was back to, like I said, having in my mind what I felt was total control. I will say this though, now that I've elevated my way of thinking and I've got in touch with the feminine, I understand that I attract shit. So I don't have to always just jump out there and go for it. Cause it literally, if it belongs to me, it's coming to me. But mostly when it comes to hustle, first move. Mostly when it came to any kind of friction or if it was something beefy, I would never start. But once I thought your mind was out of there, then I'm going. You know what I'm saying? Now women, I didn't really, like my lady ran down on me. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I think anything hustle-wise, first move. I'm not sure that was specific enough, but
that was good. No, yeah. I like that. I think you broke that down. You said something that perked me up a little bit though. I want you to elaborate if you feel like it. Tapping into the feminine, like as a male, tapping into the feminine. Would you elaborate on that a little bit?
I think we taught at an early age, man, that you can only be one side. You know what I'm saying? The masculine is needed. Don't get it twisted. And you shouldn't be balancing off 50-50 because if you're a protector provider, there's a certain level of brute force. There's a certain level of principle that comes with the masculine. But with the feminine side, it attracts energies. It opens doors. Just think of like, and I said some of my, one of my reels a while ago, like, you know why damsels in distress always attract masculine energy? Because feminine always attracts the opposite, the polar opposite, which is the masculine. Like literally it's in a position where it draws you as magnetic. So if a dude starts to operate in the feminine, they'll realize that everything they put in the universe has no trust to come back. When you walk in a room, manifestation and all that stuff for the most part comes from the feminine energy. You know what I'm saying? So you walk in a room and you're expecting things to naturally gravitate towards you or come to you. So that's one of the things I had to learn how to kind of tap into because some things don't require me being strong. It requires finesse. You know what I'm saying? It requires those things. And that's one of the things I kind of operate on the feminine. So I go in a room now, I don't say much because I know the aura alone is going to make you be like, you know what I'm saying? Or say less than necessary, I should say. But yeah, so I think, but to answer your original question, I think, anything regarding money, I've had to get it on my own or initiate it on my own, or I initiate any manly hiccups or disagreements. I always be the first one to say, can we meet up? Cause I feel like it's just a manly thing to do. Like, let's talk. Let's resolve this or don't resolve it. You know what I'm saying? But let's at least talk.
Yeah. No, I agree with that part, bro. I'm gonna just elaborate a little bit on that because, I think that's the logic. Like, as men, we should be able to communicate our feelings. Like, we feel something, so, and we think, so let's meet, let's face to face, let's really talk, right? But I caught what you said too, though, because some people you can't reason with. So I'm big on that too. So you got to meet aggression with aggression. I get that, but that's men. That happens. So I'm both ways.
Or even without the aggression, because I'm learning to detach without drama too. So
it don't have to be physical, but the aggression be.
But even the aggression, once I realized, like, hey, because I feel like I owe you the convo, and once I realized we ain't getting nowhere, I'm not gonna argue with you. Okay, but at least I don't have to guess what it is now. Because a lot of people in this world now, they go through drama, they be guessing, they guess like, I don't know if this person like me. I don't do all that. If I feel it in my spirit and it don't seem right, I'm coming to ask him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's up? We good? We not good? The people closest to you are the only ones that can actually bring your empire down. I trust enemies more than friends because enemies show you exactly where they are. You know what I'm saying? Only a friend can get so close enough to be able to, you know what I'm saying, do something. But the enemy, they can't. You see them coming from a long ways away.
So I don't know what you do in that situation.
And which one? Like,
well, I'm going to say it like this because, like, if you, the enemy's far, I get it. The closest ones, they the ones who can, but when do you ever have a time to put your guard down in that type of situation? Because when I'm around my close ones, my loved ones, I don't want to have to feel like I got to be suspicious. You know?
I won't. That's what I'm saying. You don't.
Okay. All right. Maybe I misunderstood.
So you ever heard when they say friendly fire is more accurate than enemy fire?
Yes, sir.
So my thing is, with my friends, all my homies around me, I don't question.
Right.
The second I do is when there's an issue.
Yeah.
So in other words, I give more grace to my enemy because I already know where you coming from. When I feel like the energy start to be crazy and you my homeboy, I'm going to have that talk ASAP because that energy can't be around me too much because you know whereabouts, how I move, you know, this, this.
Exactly.
So that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Not that I question any homie, they my homies because I don't have to question them.
There we go. All right.
You know what I'm saying? But if you know in your spirit that shit starting not to add up, you know, and if I feel like that consecutively, the first thing I always do is run it by my lady. Because I know me mentally, I'll jump to that conclusion very quick.
Am I tripping? Am I tripping on this shit?
Yeah, I'll be like, that's exactly what I say. I say, now, am I tripping? Am I reading this the wrong way? Because you know how my mind. And once that cosign is, no, you are not tripping, then I'm going to make that call to you, you know what I'm saying, or whatever the case may be. And and most time it's like, oh, nah, bro. And it kind of get worked out. There's only a few times, probably two, 3 times, like 15 years, where I've had this be like, you know what I'm saying, cut it loose between me and the partner because of that.
Well, you just said something that made me think about, like, that's some royal shit. Like, okay, you're using your lady for counsel. Like, in the sense of, use the man being the head and you guide. Like, you give all kind of advice, like you lead, you mold the whole thing, you running it, right? But even with all that, you'll defer to your lady, like, for advice on situations. Like, you know what you got in your head, but you'll defer to her to that. Like, I do that all the time, right? Mm-hmm. First of all, you got to qualify like a person for that. Mm-hmm. So that definitely take time and they earn that right. But I've seen that and I've read that where like a lot of kings do that with their queens. Like, and a lot of people will really want to go talk to the queen because they know the queen got the king ear. Mm-hmm. See what I mean? Mm-hmm. So really the queen could kind of guide in a sense, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know. It's just the way you broke it down. My mind just went to something like that. Like, that's some royal shit. That's
I feel like the only time it's shunned is Western culture though. Like,
yes, sir.
And I don't mean just like American Western culture. I'm talking about anybody that's been colonized because that whole,
and that's mental.
Yeah. And that whole headship thing, that's more so patriarchal views. We act like that's the only way the world was set up. As if in ancient Kemet, the women wouldn't run the shit at some point. And then when someone went to Royals. So I say this, I don't necessarily, like, okay, me having a ding-a-ling don't make me the leader. Right. There are certain dudes, and you've been around them, that just aren't natural leaders.
Agree.
And there's certain women that just are natural leaders. I feel like y'all come together as a squad. And whatever you need to do to win the game, win that shit. If your lady, you know, processes quicker than you and she's more logical, whatever the case may be, or hell, y'all may process the same, but certain categories may be her, like finances and all that kind of stuff, like banking and all that. I learned all that stuff from her. You know what I'm saying? She got exposed to it first. why the hell I'm gonna beat my chest and be like, nah, you do it this way. You know what I'm saying? Like, it makes no sense to me.
I'm going to break this down because we have 2 New Yorkers in the house and we got 2 people who from the South and we was raised in the same area, bro. So everything you just saying, that's my life with my lady, but they grew up in a different environment. I'm not saying that that's why y'all are good at what y'all doing, but that whole environment up there shaped them to do that type of stuff compared to how we grew up. That's just my opinion down here in the South.
So don't let mine spook you. My lady is from Iowa.
I thought she was from, okay.
She was raised in New York, but in Polk County, Iowa, D.O.
Yeah.
That was my lady from.
Oh.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. She came here like 12, but yeah, she really
12? Still enough time to shape it.
Yeah.
Still enough time.
But they are different. But you right. I think for us.
Give her enough on that one. If you'd have said you came at 7, I wouldn't have, I know, no grace. But
it's a
12
environment.
is different, bro. But you gotta move fast.
Yeah.
The numbers, like, I'm just saying, they shape for, I'm not giving no excuses.
No.
But I'm just like, for real, bro.
They're more cultured.
They're more culture, but they like our flavor.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, I put up a post a long time ago because submission is beat down here in the South, but everything in the South is just old school. You know what I'm saying? But I was asking people, like, and not just from the submission, your daddy the leader, your daddy pay everything, your daddy do this, your daddy do that, and I'm like, but we 3 generations in the hood. That shit ain't working.
Right. Come on, man.
At some point now, you gotta be like, hey, let me revise my strategy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you like, yeah, your daddy paid all the bills and he left you nothing. Like,
wow.
He left you nothing. So for us, I'm not saying we got an answer, but we steadily revising it to try to, to elevate.
I'm gonna go off what you said in the sense of, how you talk about the feminine? And the masculine, and how you attract things and how you don't.
Okay.
But like, if it's gonna happen, it's for me.
Yeah.
And if it's not, it's not. And so if it's for me, nobody can take that.
That's real.
Okay. So if that's real, see, I'm balanced.
I got you.
So I can't take that part of it and not take the other part of it to say that, well, if this gonna happen,
that's real.
That's gonna happen, whether I'm ready for it or not.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay. I got you.
I want to be clear on that.
No, I got you.
I want to clear it up.
I got you.
Yeah.
Everything's polarity, a duality. I should say everything.
So I used to think that.
You don't think so?
I think now it's multiplicity. I think it's a little bit deeper than the duality.
Okay.
That's me. I'm learning. Okay. I'm still learning.
No. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't think nothing is absolute anyway, though. Like, I think it could be a mixture of all those things. You know what I'm saying? I think there is a duality because you always got hot and cold, night and day, sun, moon. And then each of these things, you have a masculine property and a feminine property. Even when they look at the Bible stories, and whether we look at it literally or allegorically, you look at in the beginning, before there was man, because that's people always say God made Adam. Then he looked at the earth and he said Adam was bored. And he had to put a woman there. You know what I'm saying? That's how they teach it. Am I lying? If I'm lying.
Teach it, right.
That's how they teach it. Okay.
We came from the rib, right? Yeah.
So P game. That's why I say that the historical context matters. But because before Adam came, what did we already have here on earth, biblically speaking?
It's a lot.
You had vegetation, which is already masculine, feminine. Sun and moon, which is already masculine, feminine. You had the animals who are already reproducing under the masculine, feminine. So Adam would get bored, nigga. That was the blueprint. You know what I'm saying? That's always been the blueprint. So that's why I say, in some capacity, I feel like duality. But like you said, I don't feel everything is just one way all the time.
I had to learn that. Cause that's how I always live.
Yeah.
Like, I like shit from the dirt, man. I always been like, if it's either this or that. And sometimes it just ain't.
And they're going to think you're a contrarian when you start talking like that too. Cause they be like, you always playing devil's advocate.
But you just don't know. You just don't saying know. That and you just don't know and you got an opinion. I get it. Everybody got an opinion. But you got that shit backed up with. Like, have you studied anything? Have you read something? I ain't saying you got to read to make it right, but it's just like, just back your opinion up with something.
Or read something that wasn't handed to you, like something additional, in addition to what you...
Come to your own conclusions, man. But just do some research, do some study, focus. We're not serious. Our people are serious about not being serious. That it is what it is. And I'm not taking myself away from
No,
that.
It's us.
But we gotta get laser focused, man.
Yeah. I think that multiplicity makes sense because my spirituality is everything. Literally, God body, like it's divine, like everything is connected to the next thing, connected to it just is what it is, So,
yeah, man,
you're right.
Well, I got to tell you this: we rounding it to the end, and you got to remember this is a therapy show, so you got to bear with me.
Okay.
All right, so indulge me a little bit, but let's discuss something in your life that you just can't seem to get over or push through, even as time passes. So this not like the day-to-day stuff, but that, man. I kind of thought I handled this, but here we go again. Like
I say my kids. My kids.
In what way? What you mean?
Well, so partially my fault, mostly not. But either way, as a man, you got to take what you did. So when I had a child, my I don't like to say baby mother, but the mother of my child, whatever the case may be, I was at a whole different space in my life. So although I felt like I was trying with my child, like the level of homongering I was doing at that time, or run around, it made an impact on her life, which caused a lot of resentment, a lot of bitterness. And then when I got my lady, because nobody knows me for having a relationship with nobody. I've always been a hoe. I never had a person I claimed, never. Like I've always was good. Time with my lady, she spooked me, kind of like shook me. Yeah, and so now I'm publicly with somebody, and I've never been publicly with anybody.
Yes, sir.
So that created a whole, like, lot of stuff. I don't know if I ever, like, I'm healed in this aspect I know I can get past. Like, I can't change it, is what I say. I'm healed in that aspect, but it does not take away the blunt force, like the trauma that it causes on your life. You know what I'm saying? It really is a situation that, until a person goes through it and you start trying to think of what I could have done better and what I could have did this, it's just one of those things, man. Or wishing that the child could have seen this side of you. You know what I'm saying? Because I would have made better decisions with how I dealt with the mom, during that process.
But do you have a relationship with the child now?
They're old now, but yeah, it's developing. Okay. But
great question. I just want to play off the word you just said.
Well,
it's developing.
Yeah.
Great, right? And you asked the question of now, but the developmental years, they've been missed.
Right.
The shaping at the pivotal time has been missed. So it's like that bond, that connection, y'all gonna have to really work to make that shit happen because it ain't just gonna form naturally.
And
in my opinion, that's me.
No, I think you're 100% accurate. Because the thing is, for a child doesn't care about who, what happened, who did it, whose fault.
They ain't asked to be
here. Yeah.
Exactly.
Until they get to I always have to remind myself, like, those are the victims. You know what I'm saying? So until they can get to a point of view where they got the capacity to understand and there's actually levels and it's textured.
Right.
It's not just like this. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then I say that too. I'm a parent that I never throw the other parent under the bus, no matter what you do. So a lot of shit really could have been cleared up a long time ago, to be honest with you. Like the documentation.
Yes, sir. Yes,
but if you understand if a person understands the mindset or the mentality of a child, why would I add that on to their fragility? They got a fragile ego. They got a fragile identity. It's already probably a little fragile by what they deem as you weren't always here. Now I'm going to make them question the one person that they thought was, even though I know for sure, like, but I think whenever they get to the level it's mature and the maturation process come, it'll be more of a real convo. But I did enough to show that it's undocumented. Like the fight was there that you can't deny it. Yeah. So whenever we can have this big boy conversation, we can have a big boy conversation. So I spent $44,000 on lawyer fees just to put it out there. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because I needed to be. So I technically won, but my children of a certain age where they're old enough that no matter the paper, why would I force you? You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
Right.
No.
So my oldest will be 19 in August. My second will be 18 in December.
Oh yeah, you're a dad.
Yeah. I jumped out the porch early, man. And then, but I was scarred so I ain't want to have no more, like none. And the reason why I bring it up, I'm being transparent now. Hopefully she'll say that, get mad at me later on, but I'm being transparent now because of that hurt. I didn't want to have kids or deliver kids to somebody who probably deserved it. You feel me?
Yeah,
like,
man.
I ain't have none. I'm talking about for years. To the point I was a little upset when I found out she got pregnant. And it ain't nothing, it's not about her. It was 100%.
Your past.
I'm like,
past, bro.
But that's one of the things you realize, man, you don't think until you get there, you should have healed from that situation.
Well,
and I didn't know.
How'd you process? I didn't know. No. I'm sorry. Not how. We ain't got to get through that. But it's more, did you process that though? Did you talk to anybody or like
not that beforehand? No.
Bro, that's a lot to go through. And
no, it is.
So,
it is.
You know, just because we deal with, just because it happened, don't mean it just disappear. It's still on us. Yeah. So,
I think I still haven't really talked because nobody, like you talk to your partners who may have seen it and may have seen all the fight and the struggle you did. Mm-hmm. But even then, that's not professional. I do need somebody to talk about that because that's a tough situation, especially dealing with somebody who feel like they can control different directions in their life and control the outcomes. And that's something, at least up until 2016 in Florida, the scales were tilted one way. You know what I'm saying? More motherly than anything. So it was like a harder fight back then for guys than it is now. Now, if you're a father, go down there, you get in that situation, you get it. So.
Oh, it's a little different now.
It's way different. Receipts, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, it changed tremendously as like 2016. Yeah. So if you're not like putting a child in like immediate harm's way or something like that, like I got family members that's like multi felons. I'm talking about been arrested 30 some times.
Still getting their child.
And got their child. Yeah.
Damn.
It's different now. Yeah, it's totally different.
Oh, so ain't no excuse, man.
Because I know, like,
shit.
Recently, I always like a situation where a female lost her child. I'm like, damn. When does that happen? Like, you had to really do some fucked up shit because they never give the child to the father when your mom is completely fine.
Out there, though, man.
Yeah, but there are. But from what I've known, though, moms, like, literally, unless you were literally like abusing the child, they do not give the child to the father.
That's true.
But I would say this, like, because we always do that too, like, as people, and it's natural. What you said, I understand, but I'm very leery of saying like, there's no excuse because, okay, the barometer may be lower than it used to be, you know what I'm saying? But you have to have, whether male or female, a person that has the opportunity and time to go to court about this frequently. You know what I'm saying? They not only they're losing money probably from the job they had, they may lose the job or they may have to have some financial backing to do it. What I'm simply saying is if the person has the resources to do that, then yeah, there ain't no excuse. But everybody doesn't have those same resources, so it puts you back in the same. It's not granted you don't have to pay for the care, but I'm more educated now. So the last member that won, I paid $350 to a document preparer, and she filed the paperwork for him, and he got the child. I'm like, shit, where were you a couple years ago when I just paid? You know what I'm saying? But
you paid for the lesson though.
But and then like I say, it's different. It also depends on the kind of baby mother you have, depending on how long the fight is. So if you got one that's astute or like intellectual and she got a great job and she feel like fighting, yeah, you in for a long haul. It don't mean you ain't gonna win, but do you give up in the meantime? If you got a knucklehead baby mama, that's a quick process. You got it. You know what I'm saying? Mine was using the 401k, like literally paying for her attorney. Like that's what she was ready. Like, so I'm okay. Well, I'm gonna keep paying. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? So it really depends on the resources and then how high up in pay you are, because there's different forms. Yeah. If you make under like 75,000 or 50,000, I forget what the number is, you fill out a short form for child support. If you make over a certain amount, it's a long form, which is literally the same form as a marriage dissolution, dissolving a marriage. Like it's long, so they want your your W-2s and 1099s for the last 3 years. They want your bank statements, all bank statements for the whole year.
Yeah, man.
Roth IRAs, any kind of investment property. They want all that. Yeah.
But the system designed to keep you in. Like once and that's all the way around. So once you in it, it's hard to get out.
Yeah.
So, and get out successful. Let me say that. So, luckily you had resources, man, because a lot of people, that ain't the outcome. That ain't the outcome at all. They get washed up in that shit. You have one of the hardest jobs in the world, being a parent. I don't know if you know that, but I look at that. Well, I hold that in high regard. I worked in foster care. You brought up foster care earlier. I worked in foster care for a while. Now I really got to see how it is. See, I grew up in love. Like they planned me. First of all, they met each other, got engaged, got married, planned me, loved all up on me. I'm the only child. I don't know if I'm spoiled or not. Maybe she might contest. I don't know, but I don't think I am. But with that, it's just, that's my life though. I just thought that's just how it was.
Normal, yeah.
It's normal, bro. And then when I got to really get out in the world and see like, oh man, that shit is not normal at all. At all. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna get these children that shit. You know what I'm saying? When I'm out here, I'm gonna give them what I know. You know what I'm saying? So I'm big on children. I'm really big on them, man. And they don't ask to be here. Parents have the hardest job in the world, man, because you don't have a lot of control in this system that we in. And we bring them in and we do the best we can. We mold them, rear them, but they for the world now. Once you bring them here, that's why they cry when they get here. Bro, they're so pure, they're so innocent, and then you just get corrupted by the world.
But it's fun, like
oh, definitely fun.
Like with our daughter, like some of the things that she's involved in, or just hearing her speak, like how you 5 years old doing sign language and speaking Spanish? You know what I'm saying? Like that's that kind of programming for us.
Awesome.
You know, or the fact that, hey, what do you want to try next year? Like elective wise, you know what I'm saying?
You know,
because it's like for us, like I don't want to force anyone because of it, but that's one of the main reasons I grind. Stunting and stuff is cool. I want opportunity. I want resources. That's literally the most important thing to me. I want that if anybody in my house I want to do something, I don't have to say no because I can't afford it. You know what I'm saying? So she was in gymnastics last year. She was in ballet and tap this year. She just had her first recital at the Civic Center 3 weeks ago. So it's just seeing, you know what I'm saying? She got the opportunity to do different things for us. That's impressive for us. You know, so.
That shit beautiful.
That is.
I see how you light up when you talk about it.
Yeah, I mean, this because the one thing about it, even though I didn't initially plan her arrival, from the second we found out that she had got pregnant, everything from that point was planned. So we were putting classical and jazz music on the belly, like for real, for real. I was speaking into the belly. When she came out, my daughter would tell you ever seen that movie, The Help?
Yes.
I was like, you're smart, you're beautiful, you're important.
Damn right, though. That shit matter, though. That shit matter, though.
But people don't understand, like, it's tatted on me here. So my favorite, out of all my tats, my favorite one is a small one. Say, I am. She came with the concept, but that really is my highest mantra. So anything that you say out of your mouth that precedes after the word I am, you shall become. Like, so when I talk to my daughter, you can't call my daughter bad. You can't call, even if she's not literally at all, but we don't allow anybody to say anything less than a period, because you're not going to pour that into her spirit. You know what I'm saying? So at a very early age, we were very, very intentional. Like I said, as soon as she came out, I got videos right now I can show you after we done recording where she whining. I'm talking about she might be like 2 months old. And she whining. I'm like, you're smart, you're beautiful, you're important, you're da-da-da. She started smiling. And that's how we talk to her now. Like, even when she's doing something I'm not displeased with, we don't say you bad. I'm like, I thought you liked being a good girl. Right. It's reverse. You know what I'm saying? Yes. You know, so, because we reward the behavior. I don't want to just get in the habit of just punishing everything. So, now granted, as she grows, who knows what you'll have to evolve to. But,
well, we call that positive reinforcement.
Yeah.
So,
affirming everything.
That's pretty solid, bro. Well, bro, I feel like you answered all my questions, man. You got any questions for me before we wrap this thing up? I mean, put you on the spot, nothing major.
Yeah, little razzle-dazzle. I want to know what your intent behind this is. Is this to your viewers and your audience, like your reasoning for creating your platform and where you want to see it go, like impact-wise?
Well, the ultimate goal, we want the dispensary. We want the dispensary with the therapy involved. And we want to be able to have like Medicaid, Medicare, like type pay for it. You know what I'm saying? But the laws have to lax. Once things can get to a recreational point, that possibly can be done. I'm just trying to have a little motion before that happens, because it does seem like it's moving towards that. You know what I'm saying? So we just want to get the brand established. That's the ultimate, but it's a new concept. So people have been smoking weed forever. people been going to therapy forever.
Yeah.
But the two have never crossed paths, right?
Yeah.
But I do know that when I smoke and when I'm around my people, like we have like therapeutic conversations. Like I've been doing this all my life, like at least since 16, 17. I have friends. I also have people who are not my friends. They hold on to subjects. They hold on to topics. They hold on to things for me. Like they wait for me to come around and be like, duh, bro, let's talk. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so I'm like, all right, let's smoke. Let's talk. You know what I'm saying? And I've always been him all my
you was
life.
born in this then.
Yeah, I'm just using my natural gift,
yeah.
but I've also got a skill set because I understand behavior now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, by going through the mental health and the behavior health type stuff. I understand it. I fought it for a long time, but that shit real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's how FBI profile. Strictly off behavior.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
sure.
so I'm just trying to put all that together and to help people. That's my ultimate goal. Like I have a gift and I'm tapping into it. And yeah, that's what it is right now. Go ahead.
One part of that too that you may have missed. I think the weed part, opens to another audience. A lot of us don't go to therapy. Like a lot of us don't go to therapy at all. Right?
I'm tapping to a certain market.
But the fact that you get to smoke your weed and relax, you may be able to get the people who normally won't go to a therapist. It would allow them to actually sit down and talk. Like they allow them to open up and talk to you.
Because I think the only drug they used in the past was like ecstasy in therapy. When it, like years ago, like
ecstasy, not the LSD.
Marriage counseling, they use ecstasy.
Y'all fucking.
A truth test.
It was a truth test. Oh. It's like the 1800s or 1700s, yeah. And they use LSD too.
Okay, I'm about to say.
Yeah, but ecstasy was the first one. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Wow. You done put me on. I ain't even know that.
Yeah, but you're right. They don't never use the actual weed. And you ain't gonna lie. If you really going at to find some sort of relief, that probably would help like a motherfucker when you think about it.
And you come in there and smoke with your therapist, bro. Like you literally could come in there and fire up, or not. Just long
the
as you
biggest blockage from therapy is you be stuck here.
Exactly.
In your mind. You know what I'm saying? And now that weed,
you don't realize it's your therapy.
Yeah.
Because you're not like talking and relaxed. Yes.
We just had a conversation.
That makes sense.
All, you know what I'm saying? And this is what, and see, so this my thing right here is what we would call an intake. So, you know, we just had an intake. I just asked you a few questions. I got to know you. You got to know me. I recorded it. So if you do come back, I got a lot of stuff I can build on.
That's fly.
You know what I'm saying?
That's fly.
And then now I say we solve problems. Positive. We provide solutions 1/8 at a time. So meaning if you do the 8 sessions, we don't smoke the whole ounce. You know, my logo is the circle with the,
okay.
So we trying to do what we doing, man.
That's fly.
You know, so I'm introducing the concept.
That's fly. I ain't gonna lie. That's fly. That's fly.
But I want people to come talk to me on the consulting part. So this is me just proving myself to the world. I done talked to, like I said, damn near 90 people, bro.
Damn.
And once I package it all up, put it out to the world, now you can see what I've done. You know what I mean? And now we can start driving some traffic to the consultant. So I got a service and I got a product, you know, with the podcast. So yeah, we're trying to figure it out.
That's fly. I can't
on the business level, I'm trying to do it more professional because I've done a podcast. It's okay, cool. Yeah, that was fun. But nah. Let's really try to do this. Yeah, so we trying to work it out right now, bro. I appreciate you, brother.
Yes, sir. It was a pleasure.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It was a pleasure.
Now,
First Lady, Dr. Doug.
Yeah. Appreciate it. So,
this is awesome.
I end every show this way. So, what do you call me? How did we meet? Shoot it straight too. You ain't gotta fluff it out.
Now I'm calling you Doc. Now you Dr. Doug.
Okay.
I know it's therapist, but you Dr. Doug.
I slid it in on you quick, man. Like I ain't want to be like, so action. I ain't want to do none of that stuff. Like I make it smooth conversation.
Dr. Doug. We met through mutual homies who connected us through social media. Shout out to that boy Dre and Massman. Those are the first people that told me about you. Then it was Martinez and a couple other individuals after that. But, and we met officially for the first time at my squad's brunch, the Sick Nation Experience.
That was nice.
And I think we ended up seeing each other again at Lit after Sakia's book signing.
Yes, sir.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This is good, man. It's always a treat when players meet.
For sure.
Yeah, man. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
For the books.
Yes, sir.
All right.
the eighth down. Put 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 the eighth down. Man, put the eighth down and come solve these problems.
Understand I don't know y'all. Remember, I love everybody. I am not your licensed therapist, and nothing shared on this podcast should be taken as medical, mental health, or legal advice. The discussions we have here are for educational, informational, and entertainment purposes only. We engage in open, honest conversations, sometimes including the mindful use of cannabis in a therapeutic setting. So kick back, take what resonates, and remember, always consult your own licensed professional for personalized guidance.